ska videa, så ser det så.
A lot of off-season work. We've seen the videos, we've seen the photos. What is driving you so far?
Mostly just live up to what I know I'm capable of and just complete the goals that I want to this year, and just basically the people that believe in me, prove them right, and really not focus on the people who don't believe in me.
Everybody says they were surprised you were coming back this year. Why was everybody so surprised, including Coach Sweeney?
I guess because he thought like I had the year that I wanted, and he thought I was gonna go to the next level. But that was an average year in my opinion, and I know what I have in the tank. I know what I can do, and so that's why he was so surprised.
The phone call you made to Coach, telling him that you wanted to come back. Can you take us through that? What that was like?
Yeah, it wasn't a phone call. I went to his office.
Okay.
But yeah, he was very surprised, like he said, and he was very happy, of course. But he basically just said I was very mature of me and the things that I wanted to do, and just told him my goals and my plans this year, and he was very happy about it.
X, I'm guessing it's got to be night and day between the way you felt last year coming into the season and the way it seems like you feel right now, as far as confidence, as far as your ability to do what you've done all your life. Is that true? Is that the case?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, last year I was coming off that terrible 20 year, and it was overweight and things like that. And now I have a whole different confidence level in regards to what I wanted to do. And then basically I just know everything that I need to do and everything planned out, and just got to go and get it.
You say last year was an average year. What do you see as an exceptional year for you this coming year?
I mean, in my eyes, I have a goal list. I won't tell you all of them, but definitely a double-digit sack year this year. Really just, it's a whole different list about it, but that's my main thing.
What are some of the differences that you see you saw under Coach Venables and Coach West now? What's kind of the difference, and are things a little bit different in any regard?
I mean, I would say, Wes doesn't scream as much, or like he's not as vocal, and he doesn't use verbal language as Coach V does. But the mindset doesn't change. I mean, everybody, the standard of defense, Coach V left us a great standard here. Wes keeps that going, and we all as players know what that standard looks like. So we all just keep that going. So nothing really changes in regards to the vocal standpoint.
Because you led the team in quarterback pressures though. So what do you have to do, or what do you have to improve in to make those pressures sense?
Really just finishing the plays. Really, I would say there was a lot of plays I feel like I left out there and really didn't finish it the way I wanted to. That's the reason it was just pressures and not sacks. So it's really it's a lot of small details on it that I'm working on this year in regards to get off my hands and things like that. Everything plays into that.
What about Coach Eason and his style, and what kind of coach has he been?
Yeah, I love Coach Eason. He brings a very professional, he's coached at the next level, he's played at the next level, so he brings that professional, I don't really know the words to put it as, but when he talks, you listen, basically. He brings his presence is very known, and you really listen to him. He has a lot of advice and knows what he's doing.
He doesn't mind talking, does he?
Oh, no, he doesn't. He's not shy at all.
Was there any point during the season last year when you thought you were going to the NFL? I mean, did you change your mind at any point?
I would say the first half, my eyes was on it, but the second half, I was getting to a point where I was kind of second guessing it and realized what I really wanted to do, and so that's the decision I made towards the end of the season.
Why were you second guessing it, do you think?
Really just the goals I wanted to put out, and a lot of people, nobody has seen what I'm capable of, and that's just what I really want to show this year.
Did you get a grade from Did you get a grade from the NFL?
I mean, yeah, but all of that varies. I mean, a lot of people didn't know, they thought I was going to run a 4.8 and come out or something like that. But people don't even know how fast I am. I can bust out a 4.4 out there, but they don't know that
yet. Did that play a role though in your decision?
I wasn't really focused on the grade, because I know what I could do at the combine and showcase my talents. But it's mostly just what I accomplished last season, and I want to accomplish a lot more.
You mentioned the last 2 years, how they were tough. What was the low point for you during that time?
What year?
The last couple of years, just the struggles of staying healthy and all that. What was the low point, you think?
Definitely that whole 20 year. I was just going through a lot of different things in regards to being overweight and being in my head a lot of different mental stuff I was going through. But I beat all that last year and overcome all that, and really just on a clean slate now, and really just going to get my goals.
Going back to that year, Your team's out playing football games. They're on the road. You're home.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna play video game. What if you could go back now and tell that XT something? What would it be?
Really just believe in God, man, because I was about to give up on football. I was about to just quit it and just let it go, and really just believe in God and talk to the people around me. There's great people in this, like great people in my life, my family, my coaches, my teammates. They all just was encouraging me, man, just believing in them, and mainly that's the main thing I would tell myself back then.
Was there one person or maybe one event that kind of brought you out of that bad space and put you in a good frame of mind?
I wouldn't say a very specific event. I would say just like talking to a lot of different people, like my coach Sweeney and my family and things like that. That was the main people.
Had you given up football, where do you think you'd be right now?
I don't know. To be honest with you, I really don't know.
So what are you at weight-wise right now?
Oh, I'm at 265 right now. I'm working down to 255, and once I get there, it's wraps.
What do you feel like you'll be able to do at 255 if you're not able to do 265?
You'll see. I mean, just, you'll see. I can't really put it into words, but you'll see it for sure.
What has the process been like finding that right balance for you?
Mm-hmm.
You know, of weight and speed and all that.
Yeah, it's mainly just nutrition and just getting my nutrition right. That's all discipline. I mean, all the working out stuff that's going easy, but you can't. They always preach you can't out train a bad diet. So it's really just nutrition and being disciplined at night and things like that. So that's the main thing.
But did you bulk up? I guess too much. I guess going into 20, just thinking.
I didn't bulk up. I got fat.
Okay.
I was getting fat. I was just fat back then. I didn't bulk up.
But now your personal life has changed. You know, the engagement and all. Has that played a role for you too? And hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it the right way.
Yeah, I mean, just growing up and just growing up in your head a lot and just maturing wise. Everything plays a factor in that.
How much did it play in your decision, just the fact that you can come back and kind of do something special with the guys that you have across the defensive line?
Oh, that made it a lot more easier. I mean, it just gives you that vision, the 2018 D-line that I was here with. It just gives you that great vision of the guys that you got here, and we can be one of the best ever to do it.
What Avenger nickname did you decide
Oh,
on?
I'm Thor. I'm Thor.
I guess how do you decide what you are, why you're Thor?
We really was. Everybody was trying to come up with their character. I mean, Thor's one of my favorite. I'm a huge Marvel fan, so Thor was very easy for me to choose because he was my favorite character.
How did Miles get Spider-Man?
It kind of because you know the Black Spider-Man is Miles, so he just he kind of went together.
I mean, I was just obviously it's kind of a fun thing, but how much does that even just help with the camaraderie and the togetherness to do something like that?
Oh, a lot. Just give us a vision, just give us our own identity, because everybody was trying to make us from back then, but really just give us our own identity and knowing that we can really be one of the best to ever do it here.
So you're the huge Marvel guy. Were you kind of the impetus behind it, or the other guys were huge Marvel guys?
We basically were just coming up with what do we want to be besides the Power Rangers? So, and me and KJ are huge Marvel fans, so we really were the two that came up with the Avengers, and then everybody else just fell in and chose their character and things like that.
Who's going to tell Christian Wilkins that you guys aren't the Power Rangers? Who's going to tell Christian Wilkins?
Oh, I mean, he probably would be happy, because if we chose the Power Rangers, he probably would have a lot to say about that. Yeah.
Was there ever consideration into going DC and Justice League, or is it always Marvel?
Nah, always Marvel. I never got into DC. I don't really know much about it, to be honest with you.
Why is Thor your favorite?
Speak for yourself over there, David.
I mean, before he was the strongest Avenger in my opinion before Captain Marvel, and then we found out WandaVision and all this other stuff. But Thor was just always the strongest guy in my eyes, just being son of Odin. And I can get a lot into it. I don't want to get into it.
Any of the younger guys on the defensive line has stood out so far to you?
Oh yeah, I mean, you got guys like young Kevin Swick and Greg Williams and Xavier Patterson. They all coming along and all just feeding off us and really just learning a lot and just really progressing a lot this spring.
Speaking of Kevin, how has he progressed from last year, moving from linebacker over to there now?
Oh, a lot, man. It's very inspirational to see, because he didn't expect it. He came in thinking he was going to be a linebacker, and they told him to move, and he just his mindset about it has just been very inspirational. I mean, just coming in and working, just putting his head down.
Is there anything specific you kind of took him aside, say, hey, you can do this better or this, or maybe try this? Do you do that sometimes with a guy like that?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you tell them that because they're new to the position, so you tell them what their strengths are, and you can see what a guy can do and what he can't do. So we just give them advice there.
How much did you and KJ talk to each other about in the process of whether to come back or not? Was it independent or?
Oh, he was definitely independent. KJ had no clue I was coming back. I kind of knew he was gonna come back, but my bad. I kind of knew he was gonna come back, but KJ had no clue I was coming back. I completely surprised him.
What
He
was
didn't
his
know.
reaction then?
Oh, he was kind of mad that I didn't tell him, but he was happy. He was happy I was coming back.
Was there a little bit of, I guess, fun in keeping that and seeing people and how surprised they were with you coming back?
Oh yeah, I mean it was definitely fun. I mean, Coach Swinney had knew about he was the first person to know. He was like a week or two before I actually made the announcement because he was gonna start recruiting guys. Like not recruiting, but going into the portal and stuff like that. I didn't want to replace him, so I had to let him know. And so he was the first guy to know. And then of course it's always fun. In regards to that fact.
Was that hard keeping that a secret and making Coach Swinney keep it a secret?
Yeah, it was definitely hard. I had to remind Coach Swinney a few times so he wouldn't say to the team before we got to the banquet and things like that. But yeah, it was definitely hard because I had people asking me every single day because I didn't make the announcement yet. So it was definitely difficult.
I know you touched on it a little bit earlier, but how integral and important would it be for having Coach Eason here to kind of provide you a roadmap to the NFL?
You saying how is it?
Like having him kind of show you the ins and outs of how to get to the NFL.
Oh yeah, I mean he just gives you that insight of what the NFL is looking for, and just basically all the like you said, the ins and outs of it, and it makes it much easier. Makes the process much easier. What you need to work on, and what they're looking for in regards to off the field, and all of those different factors.
You're talking about keeping a good diet. I think last year you heard sweets was the thing that was a problem
Yeah.
for you. What are you not eating, or what are you eating to try to make yourself better?
It's really I would say in regards to sweets, like I don't eat any more candy or anything like that. But in regards to like sweet drinks and things like that, I just do like Crystal Lights, put it in my water just if I want to like take something flavorful that's like 5 calories. So it's just small things like that plays the difference, and the diet and nutrition and things like that.
Anybody else? Thanks, Zach.